I am Harrison Lamont Bay, all lowercase letters. I'm here to tender a special deposit to the court and make the clerk fiduciary.
I don't have time for this.
All right, everyone, today we're looking at one of the most ridiculous looking sovereign citizens I've ever come across. And this guy isn't just goofy, it's pretty clear he's not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed either. He's fully committed to the whole sovereign citizen routine, every bit of it, but trust me, this one goes completely off the rails. You can always tell it's a mess when a defendant starts acting like he's sitting on some secret knowledge that no one else understands, so drop a comment and rate just how dumb you think this guy is on a scale from 1 to 10. Honestly though, I want to hear what you all think about these people in general, because they've never actually won a court case, yet they keep showing up with the same nonsense, wasting everyone's time. But enough of me talking, let's jump right into it.
All right, Lamont Harrison Lemon, the second. That's the gentleman with the Fez hat on, headgear on. Can you unmute yourself, please, sir? Is he connected to audio?
It appears so.
Lemon Bay, Harrison Lemon Bay. Can you hear me, sir?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Good morning to you.
How are you?
Okay. Are you the second or the third?
I'm here on behalf of the third.
The third. Okay. And I guess it's the second as well. This is the city of Detroit versus Harrison Lemon Bay the third. Straight that. This is the state of Michigan versus Harrison Lemon Bay the third. Case number SX 4195968. Counts 1 and counts 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, sir.
Mr. Berry, I think he's representing himself.
Your Honor,
Yeah. All right, and add count 3 to that. Add count 3 to that record as well, or count 2 to that, or 1 to that record as well. So count 1, 2, and 3. Let me have that other. I believe. State your name for the record, Mr. Lemon the third.
Yes, I am Harrison Lamont Bay, all lowercase letters. And I'm here on behalf of Harrison Lamont the third.
All right. Well, I've never heard of the all lowercase letters. What does that mean?
It means that the name is to be spelled with all lowercase letters, not all capital letters, not part capital and lowercase, strictly all lowercase.
All right, I've heard plenty of wild excuses from sovereign citizens before, but the whole "I'm exempt from the law because I write my name in lowercase" argument takes absurdity to an entirely new level. Apparently, they think using lowercase letters means they're not a legal person and therefore can't be held responsible for anything, as if ignoring basic capitalization is some kind of magic spell that wipes away their obligations. Let's be real though, no court anywhere on this planet is going to determine your legal responsibilities based on how you choose to capitalize your name, and this is just a laughable attempt to twist legal language and semantics by claiming lowercase letters somehow separate them from the system. It's simply not working, there's no loophole here. And whether he says it or not doesn't change the outcome because this guy is still getting found guilty, but drop a comment and let me know what you think about him so far, especially that goofy little hat, because I seriously can't take this guy seriously.
So today is the date and time set for a pretrial in the matter. How do you want to proceed, sir? I know you filed some documents with the court, and I did have those up in my chambers, but how do you want to proceed?
Your Honor, I'm the surety on behalf of the principal debtor, strawman Harrison Lamont III. I've given the court notice weeks in advance. I'm here to tender a special deposit to the court and make the clerk fiduciary, the prosecutor, as well. And I'm looking for a plea of release today. Will you grant a plea to release?
No. I can grant you a pretrial. I can grant you the opportunity to speak with the city attorney, or I can grant you a trial date by judge or by jury.
Yeah. So
What would you like to do, Mr. Lemon Bay?
well, do you mind if I ask a couple of questions? Just want to make sure that I'm comprehending it. So as you gave the name, I heard you mention a few different names. I heard you mention Harrison Lamont Bay the third, and then a Harrison Lamont the second, and various different names. I just want to make sure that I'm clear on who or what it is that we're here to discuss, because I don't want to speak on behalf of.
It does have an error. It does have an error. It appears to be an error on the computer here. So entry date, one of the counts was entered into as one count was entered into as Harris Lemon third. The other count was Harris Lemon second, and the other count was entered Harris third Lemon. So I think that's just a typo. There's the nature of the offenses. There's the misdemeanor case is driving without a valid operator's license, no ops on person, and that is a 93-day punishable by the maximum possible penalty, 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. And you have two civil infractions, one expired plates, and the other one speeding at 16 to 20 miles an hour over the speed limit. So those are the nature of the charges. I'm going to offer you an opportunity to mitigate this by taking the better driver's course, sir. I'm going to put that in the chat if you choose to. And I can give you time to do that. If not, you can set it for a trial date or whatever set it for a trial date or speak with the city attorney today. What would you like to do?
I'm really, again, I'm ultimately I'm here to tender special deposit and settle the charges, make the clerk fiduciary.
When a sovereign citizen talks about wanting to tender a special deposit, they're usually referring to an attempt to dodge paying debts, fines, or taxes by relying on what they believe is some kind of special financial instrument. They claim that by offering this so-called special deposit, they're providing a form of payment or security that supposedly satisfies their obligations, but in reality it's a meaningless idea with zero legal validity. This is just another made-up concept designed to get around the law or confuse the system, and in simple terms, it's nothing more than another sovereign citizen tactic that completely falls apart in the real world, basically them saying they want to avoid paying what they owe without actually paying it.
Well, you settle it by pleading to taking a plea today, paying the fines, or taking it to trial, see if you can do better at trial. You have a right to a trial by judge or jury, and that's it. Those are your only options, sir.
I'm looking for a plea release. Are you stating that there's no offer of equity in this matter, Your Honor?
I don't know what you're talking about. All right, we're gonna move on. So I don't have time for this.
Would you like to speak to an attorney? Would you like to speak to an attorney, sir?
I don't. I'm not asking for counsel.
Okay. Well, we're gonna pass the matter and we're gonna move on, and he can just watch and see how it works in here, because I have too many people that are waiting that want to be heard and hear their claim, and I don't understand what you're saying. I've given you your options, and you can sit back and ponder those. I'll give you time to ponder those options. Other than that, sir, I don't know what else to tell you. All right, let's move on. Next time. No, I've already answered the questions I'm going to answer. No, please mute your device And you either take the offers that I've given you, speak with the attorney, or take the deal, or set the matter for a trial date. Those are your options.
Maybe set the matter for trial.
Set the matter for trial. Okay, I'm going to give you a trial. I'm going to give you, now, do you want trial by judge or jury, sir?
Your Honor, by jury.
Okay, jury trial. Can I get a jury trial date, please? Let's do June the 2nd. June the 2nd. We'll be doing this in the afternoon as well.
Well, we got to set a pre-trial first.
Yeah, we'll set a pre-trial. So your next court date is going to be a final pre-trial, sir. Final pre-trial will be June the 1st, 6/1/2023 at 8:30. And then we'll set the jury trial date for the next day at 9:30 on June the 2nd. So your next action date that you need to appear is June the 1st at 8:30. And then the next day we'll have the jury trial at June the 2nd, 2023. I have received your motions. If you have any more motions, make sure they're in before the June the 1st date, and then we'll proceed with picking a jury and setting a jury panel at 9:30 on June the 2nd. If you don't have any further questions, Mr. Lemon Bay, then have a very good day, sir. All right?
There's absolutely no chance this guy wins a jury trial unless he somehow manages to seat the dumbest people on the planet in that jury box, because come on, his logic is completely all over the place. You can't just walk into court with a bunch of wild theories, toss around a few strange buzzwords, and expect to stroll out free. That's simply not how the law works. Unless he's planning to pull off some last-second miracle, it's pretty obvious he's not scoring any points in that courtroom. And while we're at it, can we talk about that hat for a second? What is going on with that thing? Either this guy has the worst haircut imaginable or he's actively competing for the title of world's goofiest idiot. He's giving off strong "I don't care what I look like" vibes, but honestly, maybe he should have cared just a little. Seriously though, I can't be the only one watching this and wondering how anyone could think this strategy was a good idea. Sovereign citizens really believe they can outsmart the system with nonsense like this, but spoiler alert, they can't, they never have, and they never will. The law doesn't care about lowercase letters or whatever bizarre tender someone claims will get them out of paying their bills. It's all just empty words that never hold up in court. So what do you all think about this guy? Do you think he has any real shot at winning his case, or is he just wasting everyone's time? To me it's pretty obvious he's stumbling over his words and has no clue what he's talking about, but let me know your thoughts in the comments because I genuinely love reading them and you all always crack me up. And with that said, thank you so much for watching and take care.